This segment brought to you by SureCrop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
So the next thing, so at the end of the day, what we do with our system is we provide solutions to farmers. And I think that's the key thing I want to talk about. There's a lot of things out there from an imagery and technology standpoint with ag that you can get pretty pictures and pretty maps that show you the good spots and the bad spots of your fields. But sometimes a lot of those don't really show you what to do. It's just a map with pretty colors like you see on my screen. But what we're doing is we're actually providing a solution for you to help you on your farm. So we're showing you exactly how much nitrogen is needed and where to apply it, and also what the capacity of that crop is this season. So what we do is we provide this summer report for growers. They can access this and it shows them exactly how much nitrogen and where they're applying. It shows them what the average rate is if they don't have the capabilities to variable rate. They can apply the fixed rate. And it also shows them the total amount of nitrogen they need for that farm. So excited about what we're doing and what we're offering. So we offer this today on 3 crop types: wheat, corn, and sorghum. And we all know that each one of those is different. So each one of those has a specifically designed algorithm for them to make this work. So those are the 3 crops we offer today this system on. So what I want to do is I want to show you some results or some things we've had some growers do the last year and a half. Like Kyle said, this last year was our first year to the market space from a software standpoint. We did some things in 2017 with growers outside of the software, but this year was our first year commercialized with our software. So we had guys try it in many different ways. And so this one, for example, we wrote him a prescription for this field. This is wheat. And he wanted to leave a strip out of the middle to kind of check what we were doing. So he went ahead and did his own management practice down the middle and used the VariMax recommendation throughout the rest of the field. And on your left is the yield map for that field. So you can actually see the line right down the middle of the field on the yield map where he did his own management. And where he used the VariMax system, he increased his bush yield by 11 bushel an acre over his normal management. Now this was in 2017. It was a very high yielding year. So his normal management practice probably wasn't quite enough in to reach the potential that crop had. So he increased his profitability on his farm. And that's one thing we can do for you guys and help you out with. So the next one is kind of similar. Had the same thing. Guy used his own management practice and put a strip down the middle, used VariMax on the outsides, and you can see again on his yield map, harvested map, you can see the distinct line right down the middle of the field in that map, what the imagery is picking up and everything. So this one, he had a 5 bushel increase using the VariMax system. So once again, increasing nitrogen efficiency, understanding what the crop's capacity is and how to get that and how much nitrogen it takes to get that. So I got one more I want to show you as well. This one here is pretty interesting actually. We had a farmer that we gave him prescription on his wheat. He came back and he said, guys, I don't know that that's enough nitrogen. I usually apply a lot more than that. So we said, well, if you want to do your own management on part of it, do it. It's still your decision what you want to do. So he went ahead and he applied an extra 30 pounds in a strip. You can see on the left screen there. And when he harvested his crop, he's seen no yield increase in the area where he applied that extra 30 pounds. So it showed him that optimizing your in and over applying in sometimes can hurt the crop more than it can even help it. So optimizing the N and being efficient with nitrogen is what we do and how we can help you. So this guy, after we got done talking to him, he had a hard time. He's like, I can't believe I didn't see anything at all in his results with that extra N. So he goes, I've been probably over applying all these years. So I gained the same yield without that extra N. So he saved himself some money. And that's what it's all about, is helping guys increase their profitability. So
earlier in my life, I rode bucking horses in rodeos, and my shoulders took such a beating, and that was probably the reason for having several previous surgeries on both shoulders. About a year ago, I decided that I didn't want to have another surgery. And so I contacted Kansas Regenerative Medicine, took their treatment process. It was relatively pain-free. Now, after 8 months, my shoulders have healed to the point where I think I'm probably 90 to 95% of normal. It takes a couple of months to start to see results and feel real progress. That continued to increase gradually until now at approximately 8 months. And I'm extremely pleased. I've got full range of motion. I can lift weights, I can throw, I can do a lot of things that I couldn't do without a lot of pain previously. So I'm tickled to death with the results, and I'd recommend this process to anyone.